Hey everyone, and welcome. We're here at Idea Mechanics, and today we're jumping right into TRIZ, that amazing system for solving problems like a genius. And of course, our lead catalyst, the navigator, is here to walk us through a principle that literally makes the invisible visible. You know, we're all told to wait for that one big eureka moment, that flash of inspiration. Well, here at Idea Mechanics, we're here to bust that myth wide open. Our whole mission is to show you that innovation isn't about luck. It's a system, a process that anyone, and I mean anyone, can learn and repeat. If you're ready to stop relying on luck and start mastering systematic discovery, hit that subscribe button to join the Idea Mechanics team. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you're the first to see our next innovation breakdown. We want to build this culture with you. Drop a comment below and tell us which TRIZ principle or tech challenge we should tackle next.
All right, let's get into it. Today's mission, food safety. Specifically, we're looking at something called the cold chain. It's that super important journey your food takes to get from the farm to the store. We trust it completely, but as the navigator is about to show us, that trust can be seriously misplaced.
So here's the big problem, right? You go to the store, you pick up a frozen package. It feels cold, it looks fine, so you think, okay, this is safe. But what you're seeing is just a snapshot in time. What if it thawed out on the truck yesterday and was just refrozen this morning? You'd have no idea. That's the danger of blind trust. And check this out. The navigator is breaking down exactly how this invisible failure happens. Step 1. Everything's perfect at the factory, safely frozen. But then, in transit, maybe the truck's freezer breaks down. The food thaws, bacteria starts to grow. Then it gets to the store, they pop it back in the freezer, and boom, it looks perfect again. A hidden danger just sitting on the shelf.
And this is where the TRIZ mindset really kicks in. Instead of just hoping things went well, a systematic innovator asks a much smarter question. How can we force the package itself to tattle on itself if something went wrong? This is the pivot point right here. We're moving from just seeing a problem to actively engineering a solution.
And the solution is honestly so cool, and it comes straight from TRIZ. It's Principle 32 using color changes. It's a beautifully simple idea. Let's use color not just to make things look nice, but to communicate vital, hidden information instantly.
So what does that actually mean? Well, as the navigator is pointing out, this principle turns a simple, static thing, like a food package, into a dynamic, live sensor. You're creating this super low-cost but incredibly reliable way to get information. The object itself becomes the messenger. How cool is that?
And this just lays out the mindset shift perfectly. The old way is pure guesswork, right? You're relying on faith, or maybe some paper logs that could get lost, or even faked. The TRIZ way, though, that's about certainty. There's no guessing needed when the package itself gives you instant, visual proof of what happened.
Okay, theory is great, but let's see how this works in the real world. We're going to look at an absolutely fantastic case study that nails our cold chain problem, the tattletale label. And no, this isn't sci-fi, it's a real, practical, and brilliant application of Principle 32.
The navigator is pointing to the magic ingredient here, thermochromic inks. Now, these aren't just any old inks. Think of them as tiny chemical spies, engineered to be passive sensors. They're just sitting there, waiting for one single thing to happen, a temperature change, to trigger a permanent reaction.
So let's watch it in action. In the safe state, everything is going according to plan. The temperature has stayed nice and chilly, let's say below 4 degrees Celsius. So the label on the package stays blue. That blue color is your all good signal. It's a visual promise that the cold chain was never broken.
But this is the tattletale moment. If that truck freezer failed and the temperature creeps up past 4 degrees, the ink has an irreversible chemical reaction. The label turns white. And here's the key, it permanently turns white. Even if the product gets frozen again and feels ice cold, that white label is there forever. It's a loud, clear, undeniable signal saying, do not eat. The package just confessed its whole story.
So what's the real impact of this? It's a total game changer. We've gone from just trusting the system to having instant visual proof right in our hands. Safety is no longer some hidden risk. It's physically built into the packaging. And that gives power back to the consumer. You're not just hoping for the best anymore. You're making an informed decision.
Now, the big takeaway here is that this is way bigger than just food labels. The true power of TRIZ Principle 32 is just how versatile it is. You can apply this idea in so many industries where seeing an invisible state is absolutely critical for safety.
And as the navigator is showing us, this principle is already all around you. Think about healthcare, those sterilization pouches that change color to show that surgical tools are actually sterile.
Or those baby spoons that turn white if the food is too hot. Even in cars, there are special paints that can show you if an engine part is overheating. It's a universal tool for making things visible.
And really, this is the heart of today's explainer. So much of real innovation is just about finding clever ways to make the invisible visible. With a principle like this one, we can design systems where we don't have to guess or hope anymore. We can just see it. We've shifted from blind faith to active, visual certainty.
So, I'll leave you with a challenge. Think about your own job, your own life. What invisible risks do you just take on faith every day? How could you use Principle 32 to make them visible? Drop your ideas in the comments below. Let's innovate together. Thanks for joining us.